So I shorted Tesla stock today, and how much money did I lose trying to short it? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and in today's earlier video, I showed my open short position on Tesla. I was down about 5.8 to 6K during today's earlier video. I broke down my entire trade plan, explaining why I was taking it, not that it needed to go according to plan, but simply my why. Now, this is exactly how it ended up turning out. So from the 6.1K to 5.8K that I was down, pretty much 6K is what I was down, I ended $8,777 in the red. So I did lose an additional $2,700. When it comes down to it, based off of the position size that I had, I lost roughly 1.1%. Again, never put yourself in a position in which you cannot tolerate. If you've watched me before, this is a big red day, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat it. Is it a super significant one? Not in my opinion, right? Especially when it comes down to percent loss. It's definitely something that I can tolerate. I'm still very excited for the opportunity that Tesla presents. But like I explained to you guys earlier, I want to show you, right, just like I do with my LPP team every day, they get to see all of my green trades and all of my red trades. I think it's really important as a trader, right, that we do our part in kind of like showing the process. And just like many of you guys, not every trade you take is going to be green. I still stand behind the idea that I view Tesla to be extremely overbought. I love trading overbought reversals. I simply entered too early, and I expressed that in today's earlier video. I knew that there was no confirmation of an active sell-off. I knew that Tesla didn't have to sell off today. It was not a safe short. I took the risk and I paid the price for it. Again, it's very simple. So if you look at my overall trade plan based off of the dollar amount that I was going to go in with, I technically should have lost $10,500 when I lost out at $320 per share. And you might be asking, well, Ricky, how did you not lose more, right? Because it ran up technically to $328. So my LPP team is very familiar with this. I just wanted to explain it to you, right? Originally, I had my short right around 313 to 314. I was looking for this thing to sell off, but I know that every trade I take is not going to go according to plan. So I know that it could continue to run up. Remember, I'm shorting it. So I make money as it sells off. I lose money as it continues to uptrend. And as it made new highs, the one thing that I did is I closed out my trade. Very simple. If there's a break of pattern and this stock is beginning to rally, meaning indicate signs of new highs, at that point, I need to make sure that I manage my risk. Not because now my entire trade is over and I can never short Tesla again, but because as of right now, there's an active uptrend. And I just want to reduce my exposure to risk. So I closed out my position as this thing was beginning to break above $320 per share. It became overbought. It then showed signs of a resistance, meaning I had to stay patient throughout that entire process, which again, if you trade, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a lot tougher to do because it's pushing, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for this thing to indicate signs of a resistance and signs of this thing pulling on back. Once I got that confirmation, I then started to re-enter again, making back some of the dollar amount that I did lose because at one point I was down over 10K. But as I re-entered that short and it began to pull on back, then again, I made back some of it, putting me at that $8,700, still in the red, but making back some of the money that I lost because, again, I'm able to manage my position even when it's not going exactly according to plan. When it makes new highs, I cut losses, I wait for the new entry, I get that confirmation that it's starting to get rejected, I re-enter, and then again, I choose to size out if direction ends up continuing to be bullish. Now, where do I see Tesla at right now? Again, my plan still sticks. It's still a stock that I'm very focused in shorting. I think that it's very overbought. It's very overvalued. And I just think it's very funny that with all of this hype, everyone now is sold that Tesla has to hit $350 or $400 per share. Tesla's never pulling on back, where just a few days ago, Tesla was actively selling off, right? It reported earnings, it had the robo-taxi event, and nothing could save Tesla. I don't know if you guys even recently noticed, but Tesla actually reported its deliveries in October, and they were not good. Fundamentally, for the month of October, Tesla did not do well. But yet, again, the Trump train rally is still very much in effect, and I respect that, right? I'm not blaming that and like, oh, I'm against the people going long. Dude, I love seeing people win. And I troll with some of you guys in the comment section. Do you guys know, if you've watched my videos, I love talking shit. It's one of my favorite pastimes, right? As long as you can take it, then spit it, right? And that's all I'm about. So I hope that you guys know that if you're long on Tesla, I'm not against you. I want you to take profits. I want you to make as much money as possible. I'm just here to talk about overbought and oversold reversals. And I hope that you do your part in putting yourself in a good position to make even more money, right? That you made money on this rally, and that if you do see signs of this thing selling off and you get confirmation, maybe you take profits and enter short if it's something that you see value in when you get the confirmation that actually meets your criteria, not just because I'm taking it. Nonetheless, I still view Tesla to be a very overbought stock, very overhyped. And just like Coinbase, just like Robinhood, and just like the rest of the NASDAQ market, I think it's only a matter of time for it to correct itself. Now, again, next week, we have the CPI data report. That's the monthly inflation report where the Bureau of Labor Statistic will tell us, is inflation going up or down? And remember, that's a focus, not a huge focus anymore, but still a focus for the Federal Reserve, as they just started to cut interest rates, and they're expected to cut another 25 basis points in the month of December. I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date. But again, I wanted to be straight up with you guys and show you, not of course all of my green days, but of course also all of my red days as well. Hope that you guys appreciate that. Hope that earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And if you want to start watching me trade live for $1 a day is what it breaks down to with the current sell we have going on. To learn more about it, second link in the description down below. You get to watch me trade live every day. Good days and bad days, it's all included. Second link in the description down below. Appreciate your time like always. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.